Hi, I'm Captain Steve on Regal's 36XO, and you're watching Ocean Life Network. This is a beautiful boat from Regal, and it seems to check off all the boxes. It's a cruising boat, family boat, entertainment platform, and an excellent weekender. So come on aboard, let's go over the features, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's start right here in the cockpit area, where we've got an aft seat facing forward, 68 inches across, opposing seating just ahead, a lounger that's 40 inches, so we've got plenty of room for gathering here. Now this is an ultra lounge, so it's multi-function. We can take this seat back, bring it into this position for aft-facing seating, and we can even bring it down into a lounge. And if we want more room, we can electrically bring the whole seat forward and give us more room at the swim platform while we're watching the kids swimming off the stern. Now, if we lie the seat back down, we've got a full sun pad. This is the XO version, so we have outboard power in the back with swim platforms to both sides. If you want more of a swim platform, then you have the power of choice. We can go with stern drives, and then we've got a full swim platform going all the way across. We can also add a pedestal table here and bring the entertainment up a little bit more. This is under the protection of an extended overhead, 6 feet 4 inches off the deck, and it comes out 34 inches. Naturally, there's storage under the seats, but if you really want to increase your storage capacity, watch this. Now we've got all kinds of storage capacity, even room for the optional Seakeeper 3 gyro stabilizer, the Fisher Panda 8 kW generator, and so much more room, even access to the mechanical components like the bilge pumps. Notice also that we've got dual 30 amp shore power cords right alongside. Over to the starboard side, there's a module that has storage underneath as well as the main battery switches. And up above, Corian counter, grab rail, and if I lift this up, take a look, we've got an electric grill. Now, I'm noticing that there are no cutoff switches, but this cover has dedicated storage with a switch in it. Take a look at this. With that in position, it hits a micro switch that activates the stove. So when the cover comes off, the switch now turns the stove off, and we have safety. Right behind, we've got trash receptacle, a sink, and then another removable cover for a single burner electric stove. And this also has dedicated storage right alongside with the same micro switch setup. All the Corian counters that we saw in the cockpit area are repeated here, and then just below, stainless steel grab handle, storage drawers, storage, and this boat has refrigerator and freezer. We can go refrigerator, or refrigerator and storage. Right up above, there's a 32-inch flat screen TV drop down, and if we really want to bring the inside out, we've got a window here that we can also drop down. Over to the opposite side, we've got L-shaped seating, 60 inches one way, 30 inches coming out. There's a pedestal table that is side mount, so you can get your legs under there. I like that feature. Naturally, there's storage underneath the seat, and there's also accessible storage by lifting the seat back. And this provides dedicated storage for the table and the pedestal. Everything's attractive and functional in this area, and I really like the layout. But what impresses me the most is how open and bright it is here. We've got an overhead 6 feet 4 inches off the deck. Plus, look at these windows surrounding this whole area. They're huge windows, and as well, we've got a huge windshield. Even more to the point, we can continue bringing the outside in by opening up the sunroof with the digital switching controlled right from the helm. Not only can we actuate things like the cockpit hatch that we saw earlier, this sunroof, the TV in the cockpit here, but we can also control all of the vessel's lighting. All of the lights are RGB, so not only can we turn the lights on and off, we can change the color of them all through the boat, and we have all of the helm switching in addition to that. This is controlled by these two screens, which in this case are dual 16-inch screens. The standard is a single 22-inch Garmin display. I'm happy to see that in addition to the digital switching, we also have physical switches for some of the important things, like right here, windshield wiper and horn. As for the rest of the console, it's upholstered, standard bow thruster. So not only do we have a standard 22-inch display, standard bow thruster, steering wheel mounted to a tilt base, stereo, Garmin VHF, and then autopilot, which is the Yamaha Helm Master. We've got the digital throttle controls, joystick control, trim tabs, and then just behind that, an inductive charger for your cell phone. I'm happy to see an opening side window that latches into 1 and 2 positions. The Helm seat is 34 inches wide, so let's call it seat and a half width. It includes a flip bolster, so we can operate sitting down or standing up, and for the height challenged captains such as myself, we've got a flip down platform that provides an elevation 7 inches off the main deck. I come up a 7-inch step, and then there's an 8-inch step, and that leads us to the side walkthrough to the bow, 24 inches wide with this sliding opening part of the windshield, and that narrows down right below the air dam, happy to see that, to 22 inches. Now, let's take a look at this bow. That brings us to this lounge area, 56 inches wide, 54 inches fore and aft. Notice it's got raised bulwarks to both sides. There's a grab handle, a recessed area for putting your stuff. I'm happy to see that inside that recessed area, we've got connectivity. And this is also a convertible lounge. So not only can we have 2 people sitting here lounging, collecting some sun, we can also bring this up, put it into 2 different positions. This one also raises, so we can have 1 person sitting and relaxing while another one is lying down, or have 2 people sitting facing forward right at the bow. It's a comfortable area. The forward area is protected by rails that come up 33 inches. That exceeds ABYC standards by quite a bit. On an 8-inch elevated platform, there's a hatch, Lumar windlass. There's a cleat for taking the load off of the windlass. I can get access to the road locker right alongside. There's a power switch right here for the windlass, and a control. It's also controllable at the helm, of course. And we've got an anchor roller that is going through the stem. To both sides of this hatch, there are stainless steel beverage holders. I noticed that they're draining, so we don't have to worry about condensation or any rain gathering in those. Notice there are also sockets to both sides. Those will support stanchions that will in turn support a sunshade going across this whole bow. Now, I said earlier in this video that this was a capable weekender. Let's take a look at what I mean by that, by going into this cabin. Features down here start with this berth fully forward. It's an island berth accessible to both sides. There's 110 outlets and connectivity to the outside of that. Berth measures 78 inches by 56 inches. Storage-wise, we've got a compartment right over on the starboard side. There's a hanging locker, cedar lined. Additional storage is under the berth in the form of drawers. And take a look at this. Lift up the mattress, grab a handle, and now there's a huge storage compartment. This hatch is held open by 2 support struts, and look at the size of this. This is 34 inches deep. At the aft bulkhead, there's a 32-inch flat screen TV, and notice the fit and finish going on here. This is real wood. Here's a mica laminate, and that real wood extends to the door right here, leading into the head. This is a well-finished head compartment. There are 2 mirrors with storage behind, a vessel sink on top of a Corian counter with plenty of storage underneath that. And surprisingly, we've got a walk-in shower with an electric flush toilet, and look at the wood finish going on in there. Again, impressive with the roominess down here. 6 feet 7 inches of overhead clearance. That leaves us 3 feet 7 inches over the berth that narrows down to 2 feet 3 inches. And then that brings us to this seat right over here. There's a 42-inch sofa, which gives us a nice place to relax, take your shoes off at the end of the day. Notice there's a microwave right alongside, and Corian counter. And we also have a mid-cabin. Take a look at this. We've got headroom of 3 feet 9 inches here. That leaves us 2 feet 8 inches over the berth that measures 78 inches by 34 inches. To the port hand side, nice couch, great place to relax, put your feet up, read a book. I mean, it's such a comfortable area here. Surprisingly, the headroom is not a problem at all, at least for me. I find it comfortable to sit here, relax, without having to crawl into this space, crawl out. You don't have to be a contortionist to get in here. There's a 32-inch flat screen directly across from this sofa, and if we end up having a situation where there's another couple that are going to be joining us, well, we can convert this into a larger berth quite easily by lifting this up and bringing out these 2 panels. Now those cushions blend in with the 78-inch couch and make a full berth 69 inches across. That's bigger than a king-size bed. So clearly we are checking off all of those boxes. Great entertainment platform, comfort, weekending, and the fit and finish that we've come to expect from the brand all come together on the 36XO from Regal Boats. For Ocean Life Network, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.